nation! No donation, no salvation!
And remember, respect is everything.
And we're back. And today we're looking at the studio series, Dark of the Moon, Hatchet. So, I'm going to be honest, I have no real attachment to this, to the source material of this character, but I do like the figure itself. I actually don't mind him. I won't lie, he is not very accurate to the CGI model, but when you're having to, take car parts and try to make them look like this weird predator alien looking thing, I mean, I can understand where the design team had issues. I know third-party companies are a lot better at this kind of thing, but I'll be honest, I have no real attachment to the source material that I can just enjoy the figure on its own. I don't know what this is. I thought it was a tail, but I can't find a plug for it, so I'm going to assume it's some kind of weapon, but I just cannot for the life of me figure out how to equip it to the actual figure. I never bothered looking at the instructions because I just didn't care enough. So, yeah, no, I mean, as a figure by itself, it's fine. The only issue I do have is these side panels do come off quite easily. But for me, that's kind of a bonus. I just treat it like battle damage. So, just a little random thing that I like to do to kind of help me ignore the fact that, he can literally just come apart in pieces. But, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you want to make them more accurate, you could just take those panels off, but I'm going to leave those on for the sake of the review, because I don't want pieces everywhere where there should be a transforming robot, so let's go ahead and get that door panel back on. But, yeah, no, I mean, I can understand people's issues with it. My only other issue is these top panels feel very flimsy. Like, you could literally snap these with your bare hands. That's how flimsy they feel. So that's my only other real complaint with the car shell, not being really sturdy. But aside from that, I mean, I don't have any real issues with this figure. I'm not attached enough to the source material for the inaccuracies to bother me, so I can actually kind of enjoy him on his own. And I do hope we get the rest of them, because I do like the truck mode that he turns into, which, if I remember correctly, was like an old Chevy Suburban from like the 2010s. But speaking of which, let's get to the transformation. Alright, like I said, I don't know if this is a tail or if this is a weapon. I could never really figure out where this goes. I looked all over the back of the figure and I just could not find anything, so my only assumption... Oh, there goes those door panels. I mean, I do see a section here. Maybe that's where this could plug into. But, I mean, that's just kind of a stretch at this point. I'm not really going to mess with it too much. Alright, let's go ahead and get them transformed. What you want to do first, go ahead and straighten these out. Fold them out like this. Fold the claws in like that. Then go ahead and fold these up. Rotate. And then what you want to do is go ahead and you want to get these dreadlocks. That's the only thing with this other. That's the other problem with this figure. It's very fiddly. But go ahead and fold this out. Fold out the tailgate of the truck, or the, I guess, trunk, since it is an SUV technically. When will we get station wagons back? Like, seriously, come on. We have enough of these mommy tanks as it is, but that's a rant for a different video entirely. Yeah, that's just going to keep falling off. Let's just, we're going to have to alternators wheel jack this and just leave those to the side for now. Yeah, go ahead and fold that up. And then fold this up like that. And then for the legs, you want to straighten them out. Go ahead and do the same for the other side. Straighten out the legs. And then fold these panels forward. I would suggest rotating them out first and then clipping them into the side. Again, apologies if my transformations aren't perfect. They're just, they just kind of is, if you know what I mean. I also noticed there's painted plastic and unpainted plastic, which looks a little off, but oh well, such is life, I guess. Go ahead and fold this up, plug that in, and then those will go into the side like that. And then these arms should technically clip in I'm going to try to see if I can do that without too much issue. He's not a complicated transformation, he's just very fiddly. Like, he's just very annoying, if that makes sense. So go ahead and plug those in. And then do the same for the other side. Go ahead and rotate the arm out just a little bit, because I notice it's not quite lining up right. In fact, I think that shoulder assembly in general is just not lining up right. There we go. Rotate that out. And then go ahead and clip that in like that. And those doors probably should be attached, but like I said, they're not even doors. They're the rear quarter panels of the Suburban. But we'll attach those in a second. Go ahead and bring all this and just accordion it. There. Bring all that, accordion it over. And then bring the front end of the truck, collapse that in. Fold that up like that. And then these should just, if I can get this to fold in correctly. He's not very structurally stable. I'm going to say that now, because I know some people will have issues with this. Alright, plug that in. Then what you want to do is take these door panels. I keep calling them doors. They're not doors. They're the rear quarter panels. And they don't want to go in because they don't. Alright. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We got him in truck mode. Or SUV mode. I don't know if this weapon is supposed to go down there. I just kind of shoved it in there and it holds in place, so I'm not going to complain. I actually really like the vehicle mode. It's got a muscle car style hood scoop. I've never seen an SUV, at least not like a proper, like, because this looks like an FBI or like SWAT vehicle. Maybe not SWAT, probably like FBI or CIA, like special services type of vehicle. Never seen them with a muscle car style hood scoop, and that to me is pretty cool. There is a massive gap, and it is supposed to be a lifted SUV, so I guess that's what they're kind of going for. Either that or I've completely botched the transformation, but like I said, I like the figure personally. I think the car panels are a little flimsy, and these rear quarters do not stay on worth a damn, but I mean, aside from that, I like him. He's fine. He's definitely staying in vehicle mode, but you know, if you do see him and you don't mind that he's not very accurate to the source material, pick him up. He's fun to mess around with. But until next time, you all have a good one.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!